Now, External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar has launched a scathing attack on the Congress and DMK over the Katchatheevu Island handover issue. His remarks come after the Prime Minister said that Congress callously gave away the island to Sri Lanka. Now, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar said that neither Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru nor Indira Gandhi took the island seriously and treated it as a small island of no importance. He claimed that these individual views seeped into the Congress's thinking. External Affairs Minister emphasized that the public has the right to know how Katchatheevu Island was given to Sri Lanka. He further said that India needs to sit with Sri Lankan authorities and find a solution. My colleague Brian Thomas joins us on the broadcast to give us more on this. Brian, there was of course a press conference that was held by the External Affairs Minister where he gave extensive details on the historical records and also in fact he reiterated the fact that the public needs to know what exactly happened. So over to you to give us more details on this.
Well, Asavri, Jaishankar earlier spoke about, he started rather his discussion by talking about where in the past 2 decades the detention of 6,184 Indian fishermen by Sri Lanka and the seizure of 1,135 Indian fishing vessels by Sri Lanka authorities have emerged as significant concerns. And he also talks about the issue that has been extensively discussed in various forums, including the parliamentary debates and even consultative committees, and he also shed light on this very matter during this very recent press conference, providing insight into its historical background. He also, Shafi highlighted that discussions surrounding the Katchatheevu issue have been ongoing for years, with the matter being raised in Parliament consistently over the last 5 years by almost all political parties. And additionally, he also talks about that there has been correspondence between the both central and state governments regarding this very issue, indicating its sustained relevance and importance. And Dr. Jaishankar also has emphasized the historical contents of the issue, pointing out that in 1974, India and Sri Lanka entered into an agreement to delineate their maritime boundaries, and under this very agreement, although Katchatheevu was ceded to Sri Lanka, leading to its inclusion within the territory of neighboring country, and this agreement played a very pivotal role in shaping the maritime jurisdiction of both the nations. And furthermore, also the External Affairs Minister highlighted the involvement of prominent political figures such as Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi in the decision-making process regarding the Katchatheevu. He also referenced documents obtained through the RTI, that is the Right to Information Act, revealing Nehru's dismissal of the island's significance in a letter dated in May 1961. And this historical perspective also very much sheds light on the new.
Right, absolutely, Brian. Right. Absolutely. Brian, stay on with us. In fact, joining us at this point of time is Mr. Gautam Mukherjee, political analyst. Sir, very good morning to you and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. Now, External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar reiterated the fact that the public needs to know. They have the right to know how exactly things transpired, and therefore he's given us an extensive understanding on the historic records of what exactly transpired, and of course he's also given us a political background on the front. What do you make of all these statements and all these revelations by the External Affairs Minister?
Well, it is election season, and at this time it is very damaging to the DMK as well as the Congress. The Congress in particular has been cavalier with the territory of India, with various parties, including China, and now we find Sri Lanka. They acted as if they were kings and it was their personal territory to do with as they pleased. They also hid it from the public, as did DMK. This is, typically the way they operated with the security and sovereignty of India in so many instances, and it is totally deplorable. Having said that, let's compare it with, some people say that, it is only a small island of 285 acres, and what does it matter? Well, it matters because they keep catching our fishermen. The Sri Lankans keep arresting Indian fishermen because they say that we are in Sri Lankan waters. Other comparison I want to make is with Gibraltar. Gibraltar is a rock that mattered a lot in 19th century and earlier in the shipping because it was in a very strategic position. Today, with satellites and so forth, it is not in that same strategic zone. But do you find that Britain has given up Gibraltar? No. They still own it, they still have sovereignty over it, and they still retain it as British territory. This is the contrast. As far as Congress and India went, we kept giving away all our territory to whoever asked for it, almost as if we gave away another set of islands to Myanmar, and now China is sitting on it. What's to prevent China coming and sitting 33 kilometers from the Indian coastline now? They've got Sri Lanka in their pocket anyway. So it is extremely, annoying to find this again and again and again.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.